Hello friends. So we're starting spring. You might be able to tell that my voice is getting a little bit worse from that cold. I'm trying to drink some tea and things to keep it going. But that doesn't mean that we can't play another day. See, it looks like we've got several plants that have grown. These are not the hybrid versions of the marguerites, which is sad. We'll get one, at least, by the end. You'll get more the more that you plant in a farm area, but also the more that you fertilize it. Now, the big win is we can turn in these tulips and these daisies. Now we've got all of this space opened up to use the rest of our seeds that we've gathered, and we'll have a little bit of we also have to do one more bag or one more gathering of seeds for 2 more of each type of seed. So we're going to hang on to all of these. These we're going to keep in our inventory because we're going to go pass those in as soon as he comes out. We're going to go ahead and plant all 3 of those. And we are going to go gather 1 bag of all of our seeds again. Now, we should have 1 strawberry pansy down here, 1 marguerite over here, and then we'll have to go all the way over here to get the viola seeds, or down here. Either way, we just need 1 bag. Now, we can gather more than that if we really want to, but this is the required amount. And if we have some spare room in here, we should start making some more crops. We do need to get the 1 onion done. Onions grow so fast though, which is one reason why we started them. And the tomatoes take so long, which is why we started some, that we should be able to get everything prepared and unlocked for Lily Kala, at least so that we can start building that direction fairly quickly. Now, once we pass this in, I'm hoping that we will get... See, we only need 2, 4, 6 of these, so we've got 1 more spot, which we will probably put an onion out. Let's see if he is out yet. Yes. So Nemo is already out even though it's not time to open. Usually it's 8 a.m. We can hand him his tulips and his daisies, and for the first time today, we can talk to him and get a reputation bonus. And here is where we can unlock our barn. Now, if we get our stuff together and we go have Doc Jr. fix it up today, it won't be ready until tomorrow. But then we can go collect our horse just by bringing it a turnip or an apple, and hopefully we will start out with... See, we've already got all of that, even prepared, ready to go. Looks like we made 1,492 just in the gems that we cut and sold. That's not bad money, but considering how quick and easy fishing is, we should, since we're going to be that way anyway, do some fishing. Looks like we've already got some onion seeds in our pockets, so we'll plant 1 of Well, maybe we'll wait till we get everything else planted first. Because we could plant it by the end of the day. I forgot how much of each of these we need aside from 2 silver. So let's see. Over here, 8 stone, material stone, and 3 bronze. Okay. Well, let's go back here. We only need 3. And we only need 8. So that'll leave our pockets empty so that we can go do a pass-in. I'm pretty sure that we are going to start getting requests today, so I'm just going to grab this and I'll show you why. Now we're running low on food, so when we go and collect all of our seeds, today we're going to gather a bunch of peaches and apples. So in the morning we will have the very first barn available to us. It can be upgraded 3 times, just like your house can be. We're going to fill up the barn fairly quickly. Fishing's going to become more important because we want to be able to buy like 2 or 3 cows. Milk is going to be something that we need all the time. So we need to go find Judy. I'm pretty sure that she's going to ask for this gold. And she asks for the same 3 things over and over and over again. I'm hoping that we can get that cycle started. That way we can unlock Lechtenberry culture level. A little, well, as quickly as we can. We have a couple of things that we have to work hard. Nope, it looks like we won't get any requests from Judy or Neil or Anna until tomorrow. So as soon as we talked to Anna and she didn't request something, I knew we weren't going to have a request. The reason why you want to cycle through Judy's requests is because you need to get her to ask for glass as often as you can. She never will, though, until you fill her other request. That is the only way in this game at this point to get milk until we start purchasing cows. Now, there's lots of animals that we can go and tame. We can get sheep, we can get pets, we can get horses or whatever. There's other things that we can ride aside from horses. Because we've got the DLC, there's also 2 unicorns, 2 dinosaurs, and 4 well, I'll leave that as a surprise. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about if you played this game before. We have a lot of new people though. So there are 4 surprising creatures that you can actually ride around. They are not any of the ones you were hoping for, though. It's not like the tigers or anything like that. So let's go ahead and go gather the seeds that we need. We're just going to pick up mushrooms as we go need to refill all of those. Now, one reason why I went and grabbed those onions is because onions are also highly demanded. Like all throughout the game, I've noticed that randomly I need onions, so... Plus, they're very quick to grow, so if you just want something fast that you can take with you down into the mine that doesn't cost a lot of time to grow, you could just make an entire field with them and ignore them. Turnips and onions are the way to go. That guy has turnips, which is why we went there. Alright, let's go pick up some mushrooms over here, and then we're gonna... Oh, we got these ones, but we've got some shellfish down at the little beach down here. Tomatoes are always nice to have. Neil asks for them all the time. They also grow multiple versions, so even though it takes a really long time for them to have fruit, well, tomato is a fruit, technically. But I mean to come to fruition. It does take a long time, but they grow more than one, and they're asked for all the time. The tomatoes and the spinach are. Let me just make sure that I'm not filling up my bag too much. Okay. We do still need to get the marguerites. Those are the priority. We'll get these planted and the seeds emptied out of our pockets before we go out of Lechtonbury area to gather the remaining viola seed that we need. We'll also take the time to grab some fodder. Now, all of this long grass has a use, which we will have a reason for it once we get our barn opened up. Now, talking to everybody every day is kind of a pain. It'll become nearly impossible once we get to the point that we have multiple towns. But it's important to raise the culture level as quickly as you can for the ones that you need the tools upgraded the most. And having the watering can upgraded, especially until you start getting a bunch of sprinklers, it helps a great deal. Carrots also, they're plentiful in seeds and they grow fairly quickly. You can grow them in that field that we come across as soon as we leave the farm, that kind of overgrown one that doesn't seem to have any town nearby. That one, you know what, we should just plant that one single onion seed. Then all we need is to put the 2 viola seed in before the end of the day, and we will have all of the plants planted that we need in order to get our priority turn-in items ready. Now the tomatoes and the onions, they're for Lily Kala, so that we can start rebuilding buildings. The flowers are going to be so that we unlock the flower festival here in in Lechtonbury. Now all of the towns kind of follow each other. As one increases in reputation, the others as well will. Sometimes you have to increase the cultural level of one town to get another town to start increasing. So if you're having trouble getting a town cultural level to increase, what I would recommend, I guess we could grab these tulips. What I would recommend is first check and see if it's locked. If the final star in the grouping that you're looking at is blinking or flashing, then it is locked. Try passing in all of the major requests for that town, particularly any that include building materials. So if we wanted to, once we can warp, we might plant a bunch of carrots here. They have the option to hybridize, since this is the field area, I guess. Grab our fodder corn. We don't need more daisy seeds at the moment. Now these apple trees, oh, that one we missed because it doesn't have. We'll go ahead and eat those too because we're not going to find a bunch of them lying around, so we'll have extra space for our peaches and whatnot. This will be a lot easier to run around and get farther. I know it seems very impossible at this point to explore because you just lose energy so quickly and the day moves so fast. But that is one reason why we have spent the time and the effort to befriend those horses. We may plant 5 spinach when we have it opened up for more, when we're done with our priority crops, the flowers and the tomatoes and the onion. We're also going to eventually need a bunch of turnips. Those are fast to grow as well. And here's our viola seed. And then this time we're going to explore. We can fish out of this pond real quick. This is another one of the ponds where we could get some arowana and green arowana. Of course, we would get the smallest of the bunch, which is probably another rainbow trout. Actually, that one looks a little bit bigger. That may not be a rainbow trout. No, it is. It's not even that big of one. Now, they did make fishing a little more hard than it needed to be, in my opinion, for the game, but they made it up by making the fish so lucrative. So you do have to work kind of hard for the fish. And we actually have some pretty big fish we're going to have to get to unlock Lily Kala cultural level, but we don't even have access to those fish at this point, and we'll need an upgrade to our fishing pole before we can easily catch them. We might be able to catch them if we use bait. Man, I thought for sure I would have got his attention. Now, we probably don't need to fish all of the ponds today, mostly because this money is going to be to process some of the wood that we've gathered into fencing. There's our first walleye. That is also because the time of day, now that it's 5. So we're going to go up this direction. And one reason we're coming up here is there is a golden wisp right there. We have to, he doesn't run, so we could just walk right up there. And now I believe we've got 3 harvest wisp fruit, so we can go ahead and pass that in once we unlock the goddess, which should be, I'm hoping, tomorrow. Along with getting our horse, we will now, starting tomorrow, be able to warp around, which should make exploring this area way, way easier. Strawberry pansy seeds are going to be some of the easiest ones to come across. We get them a lot from Nemo as quest rewards. Might as well grab some more violas. Those both will hybridize in the summer area, either in the field during the summer or in Lily Kala. Man, I keep standing right on top of it to pick it up, and that does not work well. So we left this marker because I was guessing where the fishing pond is. And we might as well fish a little bit. We don't want to we'll just pad our money a little bit. Once we unlock Lily Kala and can build, it will provide us a much better fishing option where we can fish a fish about this size that is going to be worth much more. So it's fairly easy to catch comparatively, but the amount of money that we make off of it is very good. Even when I have the master or legendary rod, or I should say goddess rod or whatever, I still sometimes go to that spot to fish that fish, even though it's super easy. There is also better options when you have the best fishing rods in order to earn some money, but it's still decent money, so I still sometimes in the end game will do that. Anyway, that one's a fighter. It took a while to get it to turn around. We haven't gotten any green arowana, but the walleye should be pretty good money. We're running low on stamina, so we'll make this one our last fish. Probably eat the rest of whatever we found to run home and get our seeds planted. Oh, there's our first green arowana, so that's good. See, we've got plenty. The thing is, the fish goes into your food pocket, so we were out of room if we wanted to catch more fish anyway. which is one reason why we don't go on a fishing tour and fish everywhere, because we're going to need to have more pocket space in our food pockets in order to make that worthwhile. Now, the money that we make, even if we're fishing the small, tiny fish, is not bad. So even doing that is not going to be, with the not having large pockets, is not going to be worthless, but it's just time consuming with the amount of times we have to run home to put our fish in the shipping bin. Now in Lilycala, we will start getting fishing recipes, which there are some that we are going to need to make. Yeah, the walleye's only $3.30, which isn't a lot compared to like the arowana, and the green arowana is more, but it's not bad. I mean, compare it to a rainbow trout, it's still better than nothing. And then we need to plant our viola seeds. And now we have all of our important crops planted, so we just got to make sure we keep them watered and harvest them as soon as they grow so they don't wither. If we are able to do that, the nice thing is we should be on track. Let's see, we will take the apples and 1 turnip tomorrow. The turnip's going to be to try to lure the horse to tame so that we can have a new mount. So this one is another short day, mostly just running around, gathering, fishing a bit. But tomorrow we should have some good money. We should have our barn made, and the flower shop will finally open so we can get a look of that. So stay tuned. I will try to get another one uploaded either today or tomorrow so that we can enjoy our new mount, and you'll see what a big difference that makes. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Share with anyone you know that needs help with this game. I'm happy to answer any questions that they have, and have a great day.